So today we're going to be doing one of our base recipes. This is one of my favorite base recipes. I use these soy curls for so many different things. I use it for chicken salad. I use it for wraps. I use it for pizzas. I use it for spaghetti. I use it for all kinds of different things. And I'm going to show you a fun way to be able to do this, a quick way to be able to do this at home on the fly. This whole recipe takes about no more than 35 to 40 minutes, and that includes the smoking. So a lot of people ask me, Brian, now that you do plant-based barbecue, how do you get your protein? Well, there's all kinds of different ways to get protein on a plant-based diet. But one of the ways is non-GMO soy. Now, you may have heard things about, well, soy's bad for you and all these things. I only eat non-GMO soy, so that's the first thing. And I only eat soy in moderation. So I don't eat soy every single day. I don't use things like soy sauce and things like that. So I only eat soy in moderation, and I usually do a lot of really good plant-based sides around when I do soy as well. But we're going to be using one of my favorite things, and it's called Butler Soy Curls. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a company that makes these soy curls. All they are is a dehydrated whole soybean. That's really all it is. So it'd be just like indamame or indamame, however you pronounce it. It'd be just like that, but kind of dehydrated. So that's what we're using. You can find those on our website. But what you have to do is, the first thing with soy curls, you have to soak them in water. So I put them in water for about 10 minutes. You have to smoke, you definitely have to do this. Now, one word of caution here. When you're cooking for non-plant-based people, like your friend, I cook for my friends all the time. There's always people around my house, even before I was plant-based. When I went plant-based, my friends didn't stop coming to my house because they knew the food was going to be amazing regardless. But one of the things you need to understand is some plant-based items, like soy curls, for example, these look like they're ready to eat. They look like little pieces of chicken almost. And so I always have people around, and they're always grabbing for my food even while I'm cooking to try to snack and things like that. It's important to understand, not let non-plant-based people taste your food, particularly things like soy curls, until it's actually cooked. Because if you were to bite into this right now, it would taste really nasty. I don't know how else to put it. I'll do it. It's not going to hurt you, but it's not real appetizing. So just know that, especially if you're trying to really talk to friends and family about what you're doing and how you're cooking, and it can be really good. Make sure that you don't let them get ahead of themselves. So, very easy recipe. This has already been soaking for 10 minutes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour this into a colander. And we're going over to my colander next to my surface here. As a lot of people know, I've been a programmer for 25 years. Technology's always around, no matter what. And I keep all my recipes and stuff on my surface. So we're just going to pour that in there. We're going to save this pan. There's no need to wipe it out. One of the beauties with plant-based, you don't have to worry so much about bacteria, like on your cutting boards and like in your pans and stuff. Like I could easily start another dish like sweet potatoes or something else right here, and it's not going to be contaminated. So I recommend everybody get a colander like this. It's very useful for this soy curl recipe, but it's also very useful for jackfruit and for shelling your garbanzo beans. So we're going to go ahead and just give this a little mix in the colander. I'm cooking for my family today, so I've washed my hands and everything, but I'm not going to use gloves or anything today. If I was cooking this in bulk, like I've done this soy curl recipe for 500 people before, and it obviously looks a little different than this. I have to go out to my giant rig. We have to mix up giant bowls of this stuff, but it's basically done the same way, whether you're cooking for yourself or for 500 or 1,000 people. So kind of mix that around. I usually do like to rinse it just a little bit, not much, just a little bit like that. And that's really it. And then I kind of give it a push just to get some of the moisture out. I'm not trying to get all the moisture out of this by any means, because I want some moisture in there because the rub will stick to it. And then once you're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and just give my hands a real quick wash. Once you're done with that, just take it and throw it back in your same pan here. Put all your soy curls back here. Whoops. Make sure that sticks there. So once they're back in the pan, we're going to go to our rub now. And our rub's the same pretty much on all of the different base recipes we do. So we're going to take 1 tablespoon of our Fool's Gold all-purpose rub. It's completely salt-free, no sugar, sugar-free, salt-free, gluten-free, completely plant-based. All of our rubs don't include any salt in them. If you want to add salt, we do have a line of smoked salts that you can add to your rubs, as well as sugar. So if you want to add some sugar to it, I don't recommend processed sugar, processed salts at all. I recommend either demerara sugar or something like monk fruit or something like that. So we're going to add our rubs, throw that in there. For this recipe, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of demerara sugar, which is kind of a molassesy sugar. It's completely unrefined sugar, but just 1 tablespoon for the whole thing. And then I'm going to add a little bit of our 1/4 of a teaspoon of our smoked cherrywood salt. So we're going to go ahead and put that in real quick. Give my hands a little wash. And I'm going to go ahead and grab one glove here to mix this up really good. And you can do this with tongs, you can do it with your hands, you can do it however you like. But I'm going to go ahead and just mix this rub in a little bit. This is my favorite part. I think if you've seen any videos of mine, you'll know that my favorite part of doing barbecue is the rubbing part of it. And I love this. I love just smelling all the rubs because I know what it's going to taste like once it's done. So just get that in really good. Make sure everything's covered really well. You can also put another pan over the top of this and shake it. Or again, like I said, you could use a mixing bowl or something like that. So it will get a little messy, and that's okay. So rub that in really good. And then we're going to take this. I'm going to use my actual electric smoker for this. There's all kinds of electric smokers on the market now. There's Masterbuilt makes some, and I think Weber makes an electric smoker. Traeger makes some smokers, which I'm going to show you. I use a Traeger sometimes as well. But I'm going to use my Cook Shack today. It's a professional electric smoker. It's really handy just for everyday meals. If I was doing this for a large group, I'd use probably my offset smoker because I would be doing a larger amount. But we're going to smoke, that's it for the soy curls. We're going to take these out to the smoker now, and we're going to smoke these over hickory wood for about an hour. And they're going to be amazing. So we're going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to go to the smoker, and that's really all there is to it. And we'll take this out to the smoker now, and we'll see you when it's done. All right, so we are going to put these in the smoker. As I said, I'm using a Cook Shack today. I've had it set on 225 because I'm smoking some other stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put these in the smoke shack we've got hickory wood today, and we're going to smoke that for about an hour at 225. All right, they've been smoking for about an hour, and here we are. So let's grab our soy curls. Oh my gosh, they look amazing too. All right, got my soy curls, and oh my gosh, those look and smell amazing. Let's go back into the kitchen. Let's finish these off real quick and let's eat. All right, we're back in the kitchen now, and we have our soy curls. And, oh, they look amazing. Back in Kansas City, one of the things my family always did, every Sunday, we would get together and we would do a huge smoked barbecue chicken, and we'd have all the sides and all the fixins and everything. And when I got married with my 23 years ago now to Jen, we've kind of done the same thing over the years. And one of my favorite discoveries in this whole plant-based journey was these soy curls. The people at Butler Foods do an amazing job. I love them. They supply me with all kinds of soy curls, but this reminds me of the barbecue chicken we used to do back home. So when it comes out of the smoker, one thing to know about the soy curls is it is a little, they kind of looks a little dry, and it's supposed to look like that at this point. Because what we're going to do is we're going to finish it real quick with some barbecue sauce. Even if you're going to put these in the refrigerator, this is one of the plant-based mains that we actually recommend you put barbecue sauce in them before you store them in the refrigerator to use them in your chicken salads and your burritos and things like that. So the only thing you do to finish these is you just take some Fool's Gold barbecue sauce, or the favorite barbecue sauce of your choice, which I would hope it would be Fool's Gold, because it's literally the most awarded plant-based barbecue sauce on the planet, and it's amazing. It's made specifically for plant-based barbecue. I don't know of another barbecue sauce on the market that can say the same. So we're just going to take about a cup of Fool's Gold barbecue sauce, and we're going to add that to the soy curls, just like that. And if you like more barbecue sauce, hey, put some more barbecue sauce on it. There you go. So we'll add about, like I said, a cup-ish. And I'm going to take out some tongs and we're going to finish this off. We're going to see how, notice that how all of a sudden that starts to look really juicy and moist and just looks so amazing. I mean, that just, it smells so incredibly good in here right now. Oh, and there's your smoked soy curls. So that's exactly what it should look like when you're done. Something like that. Again, use these for chicken sandwiches. Use this in burritos. Use it with your breakfast dishes. There's all kinds of different ways you can use smoked soy curls. In fact, check out our website. We do a series called Re-Eat where we're using, we cook these on Saturday or Sunday and then we eat leftovers the rest of the week. We recreate it. We use whatever our main dish is and we recreate something. We reheat it, we re-eat it, and then we recycle everything. It's great. It's an informal time with our family. But I hope you enjoyed smoked soy curls.